Welcome into Cullman today. I'm Debbie Wood along with Leah Boland. Leah is here this morning representing the Cullman Area Chamber of Commerce. And oh my goodness, we got so much to talk about.
How are you? You take that. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm great. First off, congratulations on your sweet son, Nicholas, graduating.
Yes.
Does it seem like it was just yesterday that he started school?
Yeah, it does.
See how quick?
It's very until I guess you walk through stuff,
Yes.
you don't get it.
Right.
But
you're exactly right.
It's in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, and bittersweet, isn't it?
It is.
Well, Nicholas, congratulations. He's going to do a great job.
He is.
And this is the fun stuff, too, that starts happening. Did you know
You
it?
promise?
It's all been fun, but it is fun. Scary,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Okay, I'll remember that you said that.
Yes, and I will tell you this, when they go off and then they come back, I mean, you miss them so much. When they come back for different holidays and stuff, you get used to them being at home and all of a sudden they're gone again. And that's hard.
Yes.
So the first year will be really hard.
Yep, that's what I hear.
Yes, the first year's terrible.
I'm bracing, but I don't think I'm prepared.
But at least you've got the other two at home, and that helped because I had two more at home too.
Yeah, they'll keep you busy.
Yes, it sort of keeps your mind occupied. But hops and shops just happen. I'm going to start out with that this morning.
Sure.
How did it go?
It went great. We, of course, with any event, our philosophy is you start off small and you grow it. So for a first event, I think we knocked it out of the ballpark in terms of what we were trying to do. We had lots of visitors from outside of Cullman. You and I were talking about that, outside of the state as well as outside of the county. Lots of buzz talk about it, others that are going to tell. And I think the consistency of having this once a month for ongoing for years to come will help it to grow. People will know they're having it, and I think a lot of people didn't realize it is going to be a monthly event because when they realized that, they were ecstatic. You know, and they said, "Well, will I get another souvenir cup because I want a collection?" You know, the little tiny little sample mugs that they got. The retail stores did a great job. They were all open. You know, as I said, I wish that each of them could have sold thousands of dollars that night, but that's going to take time. But I know they got a lot of exposure, and a lot of folks who did not realize what we had, they were just, I think the word would have been shocked that we got. I know just there at the Visitor Center, we had a hard time keeping up with the people coming in and getting them in and getting them out. But you spread that out over the entire CBD, and it doesn't look like as many people as you want it to be, but we were thrilled, and I know that we're going to have a lot of longevity with the event, and we'll keep posting on our changes of what we're going to do.
That's great. And of course, remember, second Thursday of each and every month.
Yes.
And be looking for these. They were located throughout the downtown part of all the businesses that were going to be open in their door or their windows. So be looking for that. I think it's a great idea, and it's going to be good. Let's talk a little bit about, I know you've got a ton of stuff.
I do have a
But
list.
also, and I totally forgot what I was going to ask you, but there's something coming up very quickly. Is it the samples in the breezeway?
Summer samplers, that's on here, and that's in June, and we can skip on to that since we're talking about it. It's June the 5th.
Okay.
I just left a staff meeting and we were prepping for this. Last year we had over 15 participating area restaurants. We expect that number to possibly double even this time.
Wow.
We're going to extend on into the chamber big room. We really ran out of room last year, but we'll do the same things. We'll have samplings of all of our local restaurants. They'll come out and give you the best of what they got.
Right.
We'll also have live music that night. We'll draw for some fun prizes. It's really turning into, I think, one of our most fun events that people look forward to. Several of the restaurants have already jumped on it and said, hey, we're excited about coming back. So we anticipate having large numbers. We have more restaurants than we had last year as well.
Right.
So we're excited, but you're going to get to have those samples of the fried banana pudding and the orange rolls maybe, although Matt didn't bring orange rolls last year. He brought something entirely different that they were wanting to promote. So you never know what you're going to be able to sample out there.
Summer samplers in the breezeway. So that's June the 5th. We'll tell you more as time goes on. So what else we got going on?
Well, we're going to go in chronological order
Good
here
idea.
so I don't forget. We do our cash mob every month.
Yes.
And that is where we take a particular business that the previous month, everything's put in a pot and it's drawn out for the next business. Well, this month, the cash mob is going to take place at Mary Carter.
I love Mary Carter.
I love Mary Carter too. But I'm amazed at the people who don't realize the different options that Mary Carter has in there. We go in there, my boys like to fish and hunt and those kinds of things. So they have lots of fishing equipment.
Right.
But they're actually, do you know the full name of Mary Carter?
I
didn't know it.
I forget.
Did you know it's Mary Carter Home Store?
Home store, okay.
Okay, so I always call it more of a mercantile, but we're gonna mob them, and that is May the 13th. It's from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So they're gonna be open a little bit later. And you're going to take $20. Everybody's got Father's Day coming up.
That's right.
You've got birthdays, graduation. There's all kinds of things coming up
and
that this will give
welcome
you.
To come.
It's for everybody. It helps the business. The business pays it forward by contributing part of their sales that night to a local charity of their choice. It's a really great way to support our local business, find out about some stores you don't know exist or you haven't been in, and help a local charity. So that's going to be May 13th at Mary Carter's from 4 to 6. Tonight, that's tomorrow. Tonight we have our forums, sheriff's forums, and I'm not sure when this is airing, but that is the last forum that we're going to do. We have the 3 folks attending, your brother being one of those, and we look to have a really great crowd tonight. We had a great crowd for our Commissioners Forum last Tuesday, and so we've got that all set up. That is open to the public. It's free of charge, and it's really just your opportunity to be informed and to understand where each of these men lie in terms of their thinking and what they're wanting to do with the Cullman area. So you can't plead ignorance. If you don't come to these forums, you know, you can't do that. That's right. And so that's presented by the Governmental Affairs Committee and the Cullman Times. We also have our morning blend, which is May the 21st. That is every third Wednesday. Starbucks is our sponsor, and they come out and they bring coffee. We have some scones, and it's any topic of your choice. And that is, to say the least, a very interesting time to get together with fellow business folks and talk about hot topics that are coming up, and we're pretty candid, I would say, in there. Another thing we have coming up this month is on May the 22nd. It's Biscuits and Business. We do this quarterly. It's free of charge. So you come, we provide breakfast and a speaker. This month it's ATN, which is Alabama Technology Network. They're in the basement of the chamber, and they have a speaker they're bringing in. His name is Lee Bales, and he's a project engineer for ATN, but the topic is being prepared for the current generation of OSHA. So obviously this is more geared to industry folks and things like that, but the regulations change in everything we do, and OSHA is, you know, the same. So there's obviously new things coming up that you're going to need to be prepared for and know about, and so they're bringing that free speaker in 8 a.m. May the 22nd. We also have our Cullman County Leadership Graduation May the 22nd. That evening, it's at the Allstate, but it's not just for the graduating class of 2013, 2014. It is for any past alumni. Anyone who has graduated over the course of the last 10 years from leadership is invited to come. That's a $25 for your ticket to that. And our speaker is Dale Greer, who helped establish that program, and he had some really great things to talk about. Our presenting sponsor is Merchants Bank, and our graduation sponsor is American Protein. So encourage you to come to that. This month's community luncheon, our special speaker is Jay Barker, which you may have heard of. He's not coming on behalf of Alabama Roll Tide, though, but he is. We're going to get in a battle here. But he is coming to speak about Rock the South. And I don't know if he's bringing Sarah Evans or not. I really don't. He may or he may not. But Jay will be there, and that is May the 23rd. If you want to register for that, do it now. Tickets are going fast, but we do have some seats available. And that will be held. And that will be held at the Allstate. It's always from 11:30 to 1 every fourth Friday. Is our community luncheon, and our presenting sponsor for that is Mickey Parrish State Farm Insurance, and this month is Quick Tire Sales. So that'll be fun. We've already spoken about the summer samplers in the breezeway. I wanted to go back to the cash mob. I don't think I mentioned that O.F. Richter & Sons is our presenting sponsor for the cash mobs, and we're thankful for that. So I think we ran through everything pretty quickly. Do you have any questions about any of those?
Well, just great things, you know, and the chamber doesn't just stop in the summertime. They just keep on keeping on. And of course, with the Rock the South coming up, you guys will be very instrumental in that.
We will. We've got a part in that, and we've actually worked with the Cullman Times. We're going to do something where literally we're going to get visitor material to every person who comes into that park that bought a ticket.
Right.
Information about Cullman. You'll notice at the chamber we're about to get some banners that'll make the visitor center more visible.
Okay.
We've already put up some new signage. The city of Cullman has put those up for us going into the parking deck for the visitors. We're trying to make, and it's hard, I think, for folks like us who have lived here to look at Cullman through those new glasses.
Right.
But, you know, we need to make our community welcoming visibly, but also when you see visitors, and when they're coming along the sidewalk, I mean, as Cullmanites,
I talk to everybody.
You know who's not from here.
That's
you know,
right.
and you can look and say, hey, you visiting Cullman, and be that ambassador for Cullman, because truth be known, those folks are providing monies for education, they're providing monies for new business and new industry, and all sorts of things, because these tax dollars help us to do things that we need to do better. Remember that when you're at the Strawberry Festival, or you're at Hops and Shops, or Oktoberfest, or Rock the South, or wherever you're going to see visitors, or if you're just having coffee at Berkeley Bob's and you see somebody come in, just
be welcoming.
Be a good ambassador.
Now, I understand there was some in the works, talk about the possibility of moving the location, but is it still the same? Rock the South, is it still going to be at Heritage?
Yes, it's at Heritage Park. Correct.
Too soon. I mean, it was probably too much to do.
Yeah, I don't think there's physically a way to move
it at this late date.
But and I'm sure that as the event grows, that there's definitely talk of finding a larger facility for that. And of course, we're working on the 222 interchange. That could be an option in the future as well. But but that's a good problem to have.
Yes, it is.
To outgrow events and to keep doing well. And we are doing well. Cullman is excelling at everything we do. We've moved up to number 2 in the state for education and testing. We were number 3. We've moved up to number 2. We're in the top 20, I believe. We're number 5 for in the state for the most business-friendly climate. In the state of Alabama. So we continue to get accolades, and it's not because we're sitting around letting it come to us. It's because you have people out there working really, really hard to promote and build up Cullman and make it a great place. Like we were talking about Nicholas, for my kids to be able to come back and find a job, for your kids, for your grandkids, for all of those
for them to come back here. That may not necessarily ever happen, but they might.
But definitely, we've got top-notch health care, education, all the things that make a community thrive. And we're pretty excited about where we're headed.
Absolutely. I think it's an exciting year, and we're not even quite halfway through. So great information this morning. If you need more information, give them a call, 256-734-0454, Eric Cullman, Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Leah.
Thanks.
And, of course, we'll be back right after this.